bridge, and we are most of the way through the bad tide, which I believe was about to begin when you were last with me. And I said at the end of the last one we would be back when I had built most of the bad water discharges. I have built one of them. The last one is waiting for metal blocks, and that's proving to be a slow process. We were struggling for gears and metal blocks, so I built 2 more gear workshops and I built 2 more smelters, and to fuel them I built an extra engine. So yeah, I had to build those to then be able to keep getting this finished. And in the meantime, I built some more storage for dirt, which is in fact full. So I think I'm going to build another one. I want to have it stockpiled ready for when we are able to make use of it. So get that set to obtain. And I've also sketched out where I think things are going to go. We're going to start using dirt in a minute. So I let them build the start of. So let's now detonate this corner out. So as previously, our first 2 water wheels are going to go here. We have some dynamite to blow up here. We do need this in place to be able to turn off the bad water, so we can put the rest of the dynamite in here without the beavers getting contaminated. But it does look like no, we won't be able to. And what I was thinking is I want to, so the plan is we're going to have bad water come along here, down here, around here, along here, across here, along here, across here, along here, and then probably out. At the moment, that's going to be our first iteration of this. So we need to do some measuring, I think. And we're probably going to be somewhat limited by the depth of this. But I thought it would be sensible to try. So let's just pause the game while we do this. So I want to put the first power wheel on this side on the corner here, so let the water get round the corner thing. And obviously it doesn't yet have the depth that it needs, so that I can do, that's why I've paused the game, so that I can mock things up. We're going to, I could just measure, but I want to visualize it, so we're going to do it this way. And then I think we need to go 5 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the correct number. Yep. Then we'll need to go up to double platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I want to, oh yeah, let me place that one. That's because there's a path there. I want to see how far we potentially need to extend things, or how far is sensible. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think actually that's probably sensible, because then we have to allow space for turning. And that means we don't have to do too much land reclamation this side to keep it sensible. And that gives us, put the 2 here, and then there'll be 8 power wheels here. And then we want space to turn. I don't want a single, I think a double, so kind of here. So we're going to need to terraform this, and we're going to want to double. Do we go to double explosives? We don't have that much extract, so we're going to need to detonate out that and all of that. So we're looking to terraform along there, basically, out to here. So let's see if we can get a line to the correct point. And so this is quite a lot of terraforming, which is why I've been stockpiling dirt. Because otherwise we would have been a little bit stuck. And yep, we can get the game running now. It's not a problem. At that point, we do want to be doing that. Save us some clicks. Yeah. Not quite. Yep. There we go. So we need to bring that to that level, I believe. Yep. So that's correct. And it needs to come out one more. So I'm probably not going to do the next row coming quite so far. But my thought then, so you are the end, so you do need to get up, and you need to come all the way up. Yep. You can be deleted. And these, which they've already started building, annoying me because I should have kept it paused. But we'll recover most of the resources. Can be deleted. So we can have a path that runs out here. We probably need to drop in a staircase there. No, we need to drop in some ladders there. I had a really good question actually. Why do I use stairs in my house builds? Housing block builds? And it is purely because the designs that I was inspired by used them. I've never thought to change it. And that is all it is. Yeah. So we now need to think about how far out we actually let's build this block first. We need to fill that with explosives. And we need to fill this with explosives. Like that. Speaking of explosives, as we are 1.2 days from the end of our bad tide, we should be getting pretty close to pumping out all of that water. We have lots of explosives to detonate, so let's detonate it. Let's wait until the morning actually. So this area is now full. I agree with the suggestion that this will hopefully help deal with some of the flooding that we've had. I don't know whether it might be worth knocking some of this down as well, but I think I quite like the three-dimensionality of the terrain, and it not all being super flat. I also agree that we should tidy this up, at least make it straight. So let's start doing that. In fact, let's put that there. So it's the daytime. Let's detonate that. So that takes this to the bottom of the map. Yep, we can't go any deeper, but that hopefully gives us a slightly deeper reserve. And I have this area set up ready to go, and then we'll have to blast this out and put in a new stream gauge to control the things that are controlled by the stream gauge. Actually, it's been really cool. This series seems to be doing really well, and I'm getting a lot of people starting to watch it a bit later on, and yeah, it's really cool. Really nice when people are watching the stuff that you spend time making. Yeah, let's get that in. Our wood supply is okay. But I am, thinking about the mega build series where we're really short of wood. Let's be speaking of which, I had planned to put another lumberjack flag there, because at one point we weren't cutting down that stuff very quickly. I have now got these all set to pause when the drought starts rather than unpause. Yeah, I think we do need to be planning a future forest. Not a forest from the future, but a forest that will be usable in the future. Oh, you're done. Wow. So we're now down to this smaller area. And what we'll do is we will build another scrap flag, get that one cleared, and then our next target for metal is all the way over here, which is pretty big, but it's going to be a bit of a trek. And then the mine in here, which a bit of me thinks we might need to put pumps in to drain out a BADWATER pump, but we'll see. It's got to go down 3 more blocks. Yeah, we'll see how they get on with that. To straighten that connection, we're actually going to have to delete the existing connection, so I might wait until the morning to do that. And then see if we can quickly, actually, if I do it at night, there'll be no beavers there. And hopefully quickly build a couple of staircases, ladders. Yep. Oh, you're going up now. Come on. Get back down. Get back down. And then we can delete some of the unused ones and recover the resources. So let's do that. Let's put those there. Make them the highest priority possible. And let's delete the bits that don't need to exist. And that will have somewhat straightened that up. Once they've built it, at the moment we've obviously detached ourselves from a chunk of our water supply, but we have plenty of water there, so and we have water flowing again, which will be cool. And I've not watched this yet. This is the first time with this diversion in place for a back tide going out, so this should hopefully clear really quickly. The warehouse cheese is all gone, which is nice. And look at that. Really good. Really, really good. This probably needs its own stream gauge actually to manually to close that quicker. Doesn't really matter, but let's get that going on. Oh, they can't get to that at the moment, so let's not and say we didn't, eh? And it would clear that quicker. Let's do. We could build a bridge now. We've got science. Yes. And then we'll build a stream gauge there, and so we can get to it, we'll build a platform there. And for now, we'll manually do. Are they on advanced control? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I believe. I'm not sure. This should. There we go. Anyway, it's open, so water will be coming back. This will fill to a new level, and hopefully, the way I've got these set up will also behave better. Right. Yeah, I put that in because I thought maybe it was worth us getting a lumberjack over here. We've actually got 6 spare beavers at the moment, so let's make use of them. And put in a couple of lumberjacks and cut trees and clear out all this dead wood. And then we can maybe plant some new trees in here. because this actually stays irrigated quite a while. Now we've got it set up, so now let's watch how this behaves, and maybe with so many spare we could think about doing that as well. They can get back there now, which is great, but they can't. Oh, they can get to those. No more storage space for planks, fair enough. But yeah, I think maybe we just up the amount of water pumping for a bit. The dirt is hopefully going in nice and quick. And yeah, my thought was, so getting back on track, that we might need to fill that in as well. We hang gravity batteries off the end here. So probably we want to, I might wait until I've got my extract. We want to clear this edge up. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why do I want to use gravity batteries? Because I don't want to always be dependent on the flywheel mod. Really cool mod. I really like it, but sometimes it's nice to use something different. And that's basically it. You know? Yeah, I'm also thinking that we might, because we've got a lot of building going on, there would be no harm in throwing in another builder's hut. We've got gears, we've got planks. Yeah, it's metal that we're short of, and I don't really want to have more than 4 smelters at the moment. It seems excessive to me. Seems excessive, so yeah, we'll just let them work on building that up. That is a piece of dynamite that should not be there. Yeah, as soon as that's closed, we will rely on that bad water pump to drain that out, and then evaporation. Then we can close that off because that needs to be closed. And then we can get to work on some of the building stuff. And dynamiting this out to the correct depth. Yeah. And I said this is going to be our next metal source, which is a bit of a trek, but you know, kind of is what it is. Not sure if we had any flooding, but we've at least got a nice deeper pool of water there. So that patch of explosives is in, so we can delete that piece of path and put those there. We'll need to replace this and demolish it down, but obviously that's kind of a key link to the farm and up here. So I'm a little bit nervous about doing that. I've got 8 spare beavers now. God, it feels like such a waste that we're not. Oh, that flooding's not great. I'm not sure how to manage that, other than maybe building some levees along here to focus that water. It very quickly sorts itself out. Except we end up with mud. I think another builder's hut wouldn't go astray. Another builder's hut wouldn't go astray. We're doing okay for food and water, so we don't really need to expand any of that. Our well-being's kind of solid at 26. I think that's good enough where we are now. We actually have well-being research to unlock the flame of unity. We are going to need to put in a couple of ladders so we can build the darn thing, and that needs metal blocks. So that's going to be a low priority job. Those metal blocks go over here to this guy. Needs another 95. And then, yeah, so we'll come back down here, across here. Here, so some of this is going to need to be terraformed in, along here, and then out here, and into this. And eventually we'll maybe make all of this part of it as well. But for now, I think this will be a good start. Let's hit triple speed. This is behaving now, which is good. Is this? Yeah, this is open. This is quite cool. I quite like this. I think this has the potential to be really, really good if we stop this. Maybe some of this. So we'll have a look at that at some point. How's the explosive placing going? Pretty well. I think it would be beneficial to do that. Keep that side hydrated. This side's kind of covered by irrigation and stuff. I'm doing a cracking job with this because it's quite a big task. I am wondering if we just bring this one all the way out as well, but that gives us the problem. We can only build this one out to here because of the trees down here. We don't have bots to get down in there to clear those trees out, so I think that's going to be our limiting factor, is that tree there. I come out from here. Yeah, that's the limiting factor. That's going to be as far as the other run can go. Won't be planning. She's probably going to lose us a water wheel, or a set of water wheels, which is not a massive problem. And we can always expand it once we can get bots down here to clear out these trees. And eventually we could just come and cap this, and that should dry this out in time. Oh yeah, there is that option as well. These guys coming and building this bridge. They have built that bridge, and then they're coming and building this, which is cool. It's great having so many builders. That really doesn't need to exist. Right, I'm just going to delete them. Just going to delete them. Are these all in? They are. So let's detonate that. Get the benefit of that. Let's delete that. Let's place an explosive there. Let's make that a high priority task. But just things changing as the explosives have an effect. Fine. We can get that one in. We can get this new stream gauge in. I actually still want it to work at the same point because of the depth of these, which I can't change because of the mangroves and stuff. So, well, I could, I'd have to root them all out, lower it, put in floodgates to control it. That's just a 5. Engage. Rebuild. Fly back over here. Still building that. That's okay. Doing over here. Corner's almost in. Quite a lot to build that up. What we can do, we're going to need to get out to tidy some of this up. So does it matter? Maybe. Part of me says it does, part of me says it doesn't. And we need another 175 metal blocks still. Right, let's do these first. Extra stream gauge. And then low, so if it's below 1.5, so you close your bar, check 1.6, go to a half, and the same over here. Still not changed that. Stream gauge. If you're below 1.5 ish, you go to 1. If you're above 1.6 ish, you go to a half. There we go. And then this one, advanced, attached to stream gauge there, and we pause if above. Let's go a quarter. We unpause if below. See if that works. Awesome. Being placed so we can delete that piece of path to about there. That explosive's in. I'm really curious to see how long this stays hydrated now. We have a 22-day bat. Pause a few of those, so it doesn't matter if we pump them out. Particularly. Still got loads of dirt, which is great. And we need 70 more pieces of metal. And this is in, so we're going to delete that one, attach the stream gauge there, and we will do both of those. If contamination is above 10%, just below 10%, close. It's above 11%, open. And they should both work then. Cool. So once it's going to close earlier than I would normally do it, but I think that's okay. We could do it all the way down, couldn't we? We could go like 3. Yeah, we could go all the way down to there. So once it's pretty much clean, it shuts, and that'll push more clean water that way, which will help clean this out. I think that makes sense. Have they cleared? They have not cleared this yet, which is cool. It's nearly in, which is also cool. And yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. I mean, it's down at 1.19 already, so it's already lost a reasonable amount. Yeah. Also curious how long this stays for. I wish we could have like timers. Learn that kind of stuff. do feel like it might be beneficial to move this out to here now, or once we've detonated it down, because then we can keep a bigger area here hydrated for farming. Doing okay for trees at the moment, which is good. We could also cut these down if we need to, but we don't at the moment. Food. Let's just have a quick look at our well-being. So we've got some injuries, which is okay. We've got a little bit of hunger, but they can just go eat. Everyone's getting the food that we're making at the moment, which is fine. Most of the well-being, which is okay. Not all of the fun, but hey, such is life. Such is life, beavers. And metal blocks is still an issue. But hey, that's going to continue to be the case. So that's nearly built. So we need to start thinking about the next run. So it's going to come down here. Actually, we do want that all the way because, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a gap. I'm going to come across here. What just finished being built? I'm not sure. I wonder whether we just build it as big as we can and then we just put whatever water wheels we can put in. Maybe we just build the land mass as big as we can, knowing that, yeah, I think we do that. So right there, we need to fill that in as much as possible to the point that we are 2 below, which is 1 above where we are now. So do that. We then want to come out there. And we go along there. And we're going to want to come along. Not correct. Delete those. Escaping. We're going to want to come along there. So we go that way, that way. So we don't want to build those in. And yeah, we just put in as many as we can, I guess, in there. So let's let them build all of that. I really, really want to get rid of all of those, which is a bit of a pain. Because we've got to come out quite a way to get to all of those. I want to do all of that. That is quite a way. So some of those are 4. Now, you can build under bridges. No, but that's a lot of metal. Do I really want to do that? Or do I, for now, accept that I can't tidy those up and just start cleaning the edge up where the gravity batteries are going to fall? to get in here. So let's run that. I guess we need to run that as well. The fact that bringing dynamite up suggests to me that that's mostly in. So let's retreat that path there and put that in, and we're just going to encourage them to come and place these so that we get this job finished. Nearly finished on that job, which is good. Yeah. I kind of want to focus on getting this finished. I think to do that, I'm going to come back when things have progressed. Welcome back, folks. Seems weird saying it in one of these, but it's been a little while. We are almost done. There are 7 more metal beams to go, and we had some built, but I'm guessing they are in transit. Got a lot of dynamite placed, getting some more placed. Got a lot of the dirt placed, getting some more of it placed. Still got... No, we've used most of that dirt up that we had stockpiled. I've juggled things around a bit, so you were kind of short of... We're not, we've just got some incapacitated beavers. So beavers need to go to Beaver Hospital, which we have scattered around the colony. We might need some more, so let's do that. Let's build a few more medical beds there. But what I was thinking, I'm actually going to, because they are starting to place this stuff, and I'm going to stop them. I was thinking that it's probably worth building another centrifuge and placing some more effective dynamite to knock that down. So we can do that here. So let's just chuck that in the back there. Like that. And yeah, I've done a bit of juggling. I put in another hauling post because we had, and I've got 3 beavers clearing the scrap metal. We just weren't getting scrap metal into the smelters, and that was causing problems with needing metal beams for this guy, which is in, I believe. Yep, so we have both of our bad water discharges in. We now just need to get this pumped out, and that'll be good. So these can now go. They will be replaced with terrain blocks once it's all pumped out. And yeah, I'm kind of just randomly starting to get stuff placed, I guess. I've got explosives being placed. Let's unlock the triple explosives. And we will start placing those. We'll wait and see whether we place a triple there or not. Let's try and get some of this stuff leveled down. Yes, or leveled up. I'm not sure. Now, we could do another row, but that would be a heck of a lot of terraforming to square that corner off. I don't fancy that at the moment, so we'll go with what we've got, which is going to be 4 runs out. We could straighten this out so that it comes out here. And that would actually then allow us to work on terraforming this slowly, which might be really sensible, actually. Let's get this working first, or planned anyway. So I want to get this pumped out now and kind of dried out so that we can get into it to be doing work. I guess now that we are going to be in a place where we can make double explosives more easily. Let's unlock that and we'll just double dynamite these out. Yeah, it's probably not worth deleting and replacing these, I don't think. We will need to wait until this thing is up and running, really, until we've got spare extract. So, you know, that's the thing. That is the thing. And also, this is all in, but I'm not going to blow it up until the water's back. I had to tweak this a little bit. It got to about 0.9 and the corner was drying out. So, yep. But it is still hydrated. We are, what, 12 days in now, and there is 0.6 water left. Maybe we could start to put the moved dam across here. I am going to platform so that we can make a path as well. It'd be kind of annoying if we couldn't walk along it, so let's do that. And then you coming all the way around there. That seems really inefficient to me, but hey, what do I know? And then we'll do that, because I think that will let us do this in one pass. Yeah. And then we'll probably delete this one then and blow that out as well. And maybe replace it with platforms. I've set this to not be replanted because I want to put a, we need to do the same for that actually. I want to put a bit of a diversion in because I want to make this a single water source, because yeah, don't get all kind of angry if I'm not completely right here, but larger bodies of water take longer to evaporate. So if I can make this even larger, it could last longer. And I say could, it will. So what we're going to do is we're going to do part of it at a time, because that seems more sensible. But I want to keep the path here because it seems more sensible to have the path here. So, yep. Right. They've nearly destroyed that. So we are going to need to, I don't want to put a mine in yet because I think without bots, that's going to be a bit of a faff. Do you think we will detonate this? The reason that I think that's worth doing is it's going to make the water in here shallower, so it might evaporate quicker. I don't know. We've got a ton of work to get done anyway, so it's not really a massive problem. Yeah, that's just kind of a thought. Let's detonate you, and yeah, we can then go. It might make sense to do singles and then put triples when we can do it as a piece, and I think that's, yeah, that's 2. So let's do a double dynamite there. You know, if we do a, let's do a triple, a single, and a single, and yeah, let's delete those. Let's do triples and a double, and that'll be more effective. Basically just trying to get flat bits, because then we can do single explosions, which is, it doesn't make any difference really, it's just kind of cool, you know. Over here these guys are getting these trees cleared out, which is okay. They're having to go quite a long way to get to storage. Actually our log storage got full, so it's probably worth putting another layer on the tower of logs, tower of stuff. No, that's not how we do it. That's the way we do it. And we definitely need log storage, and it looks like we need plank storage. So let's put those in. Anything else where I think we could do with more storage? Not really. We could do it growing some more kohlrabis maybe, but you kind of get to the point with those where it's almost not worth it for the benefit. But we've got a bit of spare land, so let's just throw some in. You know, let's just throw some in. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I think that if we can keep this area hydrated, we might plant trees in here. Food-wise, we're pretty good, and we've got a lot of spare beavers because we've got a lot doing building and hauling at the moment. We really don't need as many doing that, I don't think. Oh, yeah. I think we could cut down those numbers reasonably and still have a pretty effective colony. Do I want to... No, let's leave that connected at least until we've pumped more of that out, I think. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is... saying I'm thinking a lot. So this one will come down here, so this will become solid. And then I think we have a straight shot that's 4 wide out to here somewhere. And so we put some more water wheels down here, and then we can maybe slowly work on expanding it into this. If we need more power at the start, we probably won't, you know. We should work on going up. So let's do that. This is going to look a little bit ugly, but you know, needs must and all that. No, that's not the correct piece. We are going to need to do some stuff to be able to build some of this. Let's put it in first and then worry about how we build it, I think. I want to come up in as straight a line as possible. And then we'll worry about, yeah, we get up onto there. And then we and then we worry about how we actually construct the darn thing. I seem to be having a bit of a mini coughing fit, which is a tad annoying when you're trying to do this. So, but we shall soldier on. Normally I would use a high power shaft there, but seeing as we've done the rest of it without them, it feels like we should continue. So we're going to go with me on this. There we go. You can build that one, and that one we will build from below. Right. So let's bring a path across. Kind of indirect, but probably more sensible than building another path up from there. Yeah, that's a construction. That's a construction. That's some sort of high diving board, isn't it? I'm not actually going to let them build this. Maybe I will, just for the funniness. It's quite a suicidal high diving board because they land on the power shaft, but yeah. Pause that for now. The bridge to nowhere. So you're essentially done clearing that one out. As I don't think I want to go yet into mining, so we are going to bring over the 3 scrap dudes and have the same setup here essentially, and they'll just have to do the long walk. It is a long walk, but you know, I don't think there's a better option at the moment. That's a no. That's really far away. And the only other option is the mine, which, as I say, I'm not mega keen on having non-bots mining, so we might not be that far from getting bots. Right, let's pause you two. Leave one guy here doing that job. Do we now need 4 smelters? Probably not, actually. Probably not. We could probably pause 2 of you and have another builder's hut going. That's starting to dry out. Let's drop in path because it's not magically going to rise. And we can put in all of the explosives. We can probably unpause those as well because there's no reason not to build those now. Put you there because I think that way you'll be able to read all of this. That is unnecessary. Delete you. Put a path there. All of these double paths are just so that I could work out where I needed to put stuff. They will get deleted soon. I'm going to delete those little cluster of single explosives and put in the double explosives that they deserve to be. Yep, awesome. Cool. So that's going. That bill, I want to prioritize that by haulers so the scrap metal makes its way back. Actually, this would be a good spot to do a little test. We unlocked the row house and built it. We could see if these 3 beavers lived out here. Or not. That would actually be quite a good test. If they don't, I'll pause it. If they do, I'll put another couple out here, or maybe we'll put a little hauling post out here that's only got a few beavers in it. Oh, like a lumberjack flag to clear some of these. And we've got, yeah, we'll use like a lumberjack flag to clear some of these trees or something. Something like that. So they're bringing explosives up now. Bad tide is being pumped. We could probably do with an extract store up here, although there's not that much more exploding to do. That's okay. That all needs to be built to connect it up. And then obviously we'll need power. Gonna be some sort of straight power shaft coming across there, so yep. So we'll do a bank of gravity batteries hanging up there. And I guess a bank of gravity batteries hanging off of this one, so I guess we want to start the process of blasting that down as well. Unless I really do want to extend that out. Maybe we'll hold up on that one. We'll start with just putting them out here. Let's prioritize them building that, because it would be really interesting to test this. The other thing that would be interesting once we've stockpiled more metal is blocking this guy off. And we'll also get to see how this behaves now, which is cool. Yeah. Awesome. We've got a lot more beavers pumping water, which is putting our water supply up, which is cool. Lots of cool things. And we're still 7 days left on the drought, and we've still got water left. Which again, you guessed it, is cool. We could do with processing more canola into oil, but our canola oil stores are full. So do we go for a big tank for canola oil now? Probably. It's probably worth doing. Let's give that a little bit of priority. Get that done. Let's go up to triple speed. There's still quite a lot to get sorted. Let's prioritize IDing up those bits of explosive. Oh, those are in. That's cool. And we have our first water wheels. They don't do anything, but we have our first ones. So now those are gone. That can go in. And I'm just thinking that's going to come down there, go around there. So I think that can be closed off as well. Which means basically, I mean, actually, does it? Or could we? No, because those are there. But this one could come all the way back down here before we zag it. That does mean that this stuff can be filled in. No, not like that. Not like that. Don't do me like that. Where that came from. There. Thank you. We'll put those in and then we'll wait. Yeah, and that needs to be filled in as well. And then yeah, potentially we could make that, because these are just temporary storages. We could make that come all the way down here and then across, or all the way down here and then back and out there. So we could get an extra one, and that would shoot it out into there, and that would leave all of that clean. That works. That works. But let's let them get all of this stuff placed first. So our house has. So we've got Talis, Zumbul, and Yizum. No, they do not live there. Pause it. And reopen it. No. Why? Game. Yeah, no, they do not. That's just stupid. You're going to be a deleted house. I wish that the game did that logic correctly. I am going to... Do I just clear all of those trees, or do I put in a forester to do it? Let's put in our lumberjack. Let's put in a lumberjack. Let's tell them to cut all of those trees down. We are 9 injured beavers, but no vacancies. Wow. Or 6 incapacitated beavers and 9 vacancies. That's not so good. No, let's pause another one of those. And I guess we don't need to have so many beavers. But I know the game manages it, but I kind of like to help the game out. It struggles sometimes, you know, it struggles. That's getting down there, but as I say, I do want to have bots before we do this. This is at 0.42. That's pretty nice. We don't have enough storage for canola, as I said. That's why we're building this guy, so that we can make more canola oil, so that we can then harvest the canola, so that we can then make use of this, so that we can then open this up, so that we can, yeah. So it's a whole process. Once we've got power storage, actually, I was going to say once we've got power storage, we might build more of these, but we might not need them once this thing's built. So, yeah. How are we doing for extract? Dynamite's pretty low. We've got loads of bad water. Loads of bad water. We don't have any bad water storage near where we're using it, which seems a bit dumb to me. So that's, I mean, that's pretty close to everything that's using it. So bad water, high priority, and then we will have that set to obtain, and we're going to prioritize it by haulers, because the nearest bad water that these guys have got is all the way over there. And that tank probably doesn't want to exist there. So, yeah. Someone can build that. And then I can hit the prioritize by haulers button. And that'll be good. This guy is almost built. That will also be good. It doesn't quite hit the barracks over there, but it does get a lot of the entertainment, so that will be quite good as well. That's in. Let's prioritize that by haulers. We can probably now deprioritize these by haulers. Actually, if we go into here, I think it shows us what's prioritized. So explosives factories are prioritized, which is probably what we want. Fluid dump shouldn't need to be, hopefully. Yeah, smelters, let's not prioritize those by haulers anymore. I would rather prioritize things I want to be a priority, like this. So yeah, kind of sucks that they've got to go so far to get those, but yeah, I figure if I cut down these trees, we can straighten this path out quite a lot. Be along there. Like that. That tree's gone. That might save a little bit of time. Maybe even one more, actually. No. No, because there's not land there. No. Yeah, that'll save a bit of for them. It's far from ideal, and that's why the scrap metal levels are not super high, but you know, we can't be fussy. So let's detonate you. Let's put in the missing piece of explosives up there. Let's delete these ladders. Probably it would be sensible to shuffle that path across. We can then delete that path. Let's not delete that yet, but we can then put in the double explosives there as well. Lots of placing explosives. Right, you can be probably, yep, deleted, delete, you empty, you are. I'm just going to set that to empty so that they don't try and bring anything to it for now. We might find it's useful for something else. It's kind of my thought. Let's do start the corners there, shall we? They are actually getting that built, which is kind of cool. In fact, that's already built to the point where they don't need those anymore, so we'll recover those as well. Our big canola tank is in, and we do have spare beaverage, so I'm going to unpause the canola production. We've just about got enough power, which is great. That's almost all done. That's almost all done, which is also great. We could actually, in fact, we're using that ladder. Do we need that ladder, or could we just build another one? We could just build another one. And 34 well-being, I'm guessing. Yep, the monument was just built. Awesome. We don't need these here now. They are serving no purpose currently. So let's delete them. Let's delete you. Let's prioritize building that. Then we can put a path along there. Let's prioritize collecting the resources. Put in the explosives. And that'll be really cool once it's done. 35 well-being. Nice. So yeah, we're really explosives limited at the moment. But hopefully that will improve now we're actually bringing them BADWATER. And we could build another explosives plant. We do have some spare power. What I'm thinking is, because we've got loads of planks. No, I've just disconnected those. It's okay. It'll be fine. Let's do that. Let's prioritize picking those up. And then we'll build that. And that will speed up, because explosives are kind of holding us back at the moment. So that's those done. Can we afford to delete that yet? Not really. No, it's okay. That path can now be straightened out, and you can therefore be paused. And we can delete the path along there. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Rest is being made, which is cool. We should prioritize those. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that this has still got water in it. And it's not hydrating all of this. This is now being done by this, but it is hydrating some of this stuff. So I'm kind of optimistic that if we had this exploded, we could be planting trees out here. Yeah. I wish they would harvest these two. We will place those. These are kind of our buffers for the farm, which are really not big enough. Can't even see what I'm looking for. Canola seeds set to supply. And soybeans set to supply. We will set those to empty. And the bad side is almost over, which is great. We can, while the beavers sleep, we can delete a bit more path. Been a bit more dynamite. There's been a lot of placing dynamite in it. So Sorry, I'm not a explosives nutter, whatever one of those is called. Wow, they have drained our water supply. Pretty much. That's pretty crazy. To the point where it has auto-paused a bunch of the water pumping. I did not expect to see that at any point. Wow. Not a problem, we've got 3,000 water stored, and that was a 26-day drought, so, you know, one of the longest we will see. But, yeah. Pretty crazy. We could detonate this now. Now that that is in, oh, will you please come harvest these? Jeez, guys. You're killing me over here. You're not, you know. It's a figure of speech and all that. We can now get dynamite on these once they've picked up the scraps, get those cleared out. I am going to delete those. We clearly do not need the canola that badly at this point. We may in the future, but for now we do not. So we can go path. There we go. So that's connected now, so we can delete. And now I'm going to disconnect some stuff by doing this. I don't care. And I'm probably going to remove our ability to recover some stuff. Again, don't care. It's one of those things that's going to, in the long term, improve stuff. So we do that. We'll get some of it back. It looks like we're out of space for planks again. So yeah, I think it's really important that we connect these two bodies of water together in my mind. So yeah, but no flooding, it would seem. Now we've deepened that up, which is good. I'm going to prioritize the explosives placement as well. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Yeah, how are we doing? All right, this is all in, so detonate, 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 and can we now get all of this on one level? I think we can. If we go 1, 2, 3, I think that will all be on a single level then. That's all in, so let's remove that and put the single one there. That's pumped out as much as it can do, and is at a point where it can't affect us particularly, apart from needing this to dry out. That has dried out, so we can put the blocks in there. So yeah, I think you can start to see the beginnings of the shape. It's along here, it's down here, along here, it's up here. So we think we want to blast that out. So we've got a 2 gap for it to come around down here. And now that we can do that, let's delete these. And that doesn't need to be rebuilt, but we can move the path across. Delete that. And ping. That needs to be solid. Let's come across there. So we're going to bring this one down here and then turn somewhere here and feed into this. Or we come across from back here. Maybe we do that. That was the case. That would be double. So ping, we would fill that in. So would come down there, there, and then it would be 2, 3, 4. We need to do a bunch of terraforming back along there. Did this stuff get put in? Yeah, it did. There are 21 logs there. I'm not worried about 21 logs. So let's detonate that. Let's then replace these with double high ones, and we'll straighten that bit out. And then the plan will be we can go from there. Another bad tide approaching. At this point, it really doesn't matter. We will delete those. We'll put a path along there. Yeah, that's been built already. Wow, that was pretty darn quick. And let's delete that. Just got the path. And that. And let's put explosives along there. And that will mean that is then all one giant water body. And I think that's going to be better. Let's get them to come place those pretty quick. And those pretty quick. And I think that will probably be the end of the video. Let me just check how long we've been. Yeah. Definitely. Let's also, while we're here, get them to come fix this. So I keep forgetting, and we can do that whilst we are in flood. Okay. Yeah. That's better, because that has zero effect while we've got water here. So that's done. So let's delete that. Let's place that one. It would just be good to get all of these blown out before the bad tide comes in. It maximizes the water volume that we're storing, and then we can see where we're hydrating. Up here we are just continuing to place explosives, so this is going to be kind of a long job, I think. Again, and because I'm recording these in advance, I can't really get your opinion to gauge what you think, but I'm thinking that I will get the rest of this blown out so that we've got the route in, and I'll come back when we're placing the water wheels, because otherwise this is going to take so long. It is a very time consuming process, so but let's, they get that one placed? They did not. Did they get those placed? They did get all of those placed, so let's detonate those. There we go. So that's that part of the new reservoir sorted. We just need them to come place that explosives. Prioritize it. That will help. Come on. We just need to, there we go. Here comes Aviva. With 1.5 days to go now, we need someone to come build the explosives. That kind of frustrates me that they don't do that while they're there. There we go. Right, detonate. platforms, double platforms. This will be super quick to build, I am sure. So these can be deleted, and we're going to have to do it bit by bit so they can actually get to them. Let's prioritize building those so they actually can do them. Those ones not so much. We can get those pretty quick. Yeah, that's generating a ton of power now. The power connection is up to the top, which is great, because then once we're sorted, we can make use of it straight away or pretty quickly. I am going to unpause the bridge to nowhere because it amuses me. Just planks and logs. We've got loads of those, so I am going to indulge myself. Let's get you prioritized because explosives is one of the things that's holding us back, and we'll get that prioritized as well. Did our water pumps unpause? They did, but we will unpause some additional ones because we have some spare beavers. That's looking quite shallow now. Yep, it's down to 2 blocks. I do want to have bots to run that. Really, there we go. The bridge to nowhere. I quite like that. That's, you're just starting to see the domes coming through there. Let's prioritize that so we can maybe get that one detonated. That just needs a single piece of dynamite. So let's do the same there. Those are in. It would be good if they came to collect them. Those are in, so we can delete these, weirdly, because they can just pick those up from the side, whereas they can't these. Yeah, that just gives us one big area as the bad tide rolls in. And everything adjusts to it. So these should open pretty quickly. There we go. And these should open. There we go. Love that system. So good. Yeah. No, we can't detonate that yet. But what we can do is remember to put in that piece of explosives so I don't forget. And I think we're going to call it a day there because we have achieved quite a lot today. But we have quite a lot more to go. So yes, I am going to, and so I am recording these in advance. So maybe a little bit frustrating if you would like to watch it and I'm skipping parts, but I feel that that's the best way to make reasonable amounts of progress. Is to be doing it that way. So yeah, we'll get the rest of these lanes in, and when we come back we'll start working on hooking the power in and building the gravity batteries, because otherwise I do think it's going to take so long. And I would like to move on to some other projects and some other things to progress the colony, because I think once we've got this we can then think about bots, because bots need a lot of power with the iron teeth. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. I say I'm ahead, I'm only actually a couple of videos ahead. So if you have got comments, questions or suggestions, stick them below. I will see you next time.